Hey, Nate Verlaine here. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a free intro to your videos. It's a free service, it's easy to use, and it'll add a little flair to your brand or company, whatever you're doing on your video platform. So let's check it out. Okay, hey, all right, this is Nate Verlaine again, and so in this video, I am going to show you how you can create your own free intro to your videos, be it on YouTube or some other platform. This is a free service that is great and easy to use, and so if you come into Google here and you search Panzoid, and then we'll go to Panzoid. This is a free program, software program that offers hundreds of already pre-made video clips that you can use for your intro or even outros. As you can see, there's an outro here. But it's pretty easy. You know, you come to the Panzoid, you scroll down through what they have. You can click the more creations, and then this will show you everything. If you want to search them, you can search them up here by what's trending, what's the latest, following, and everything. But yeah, so what you do is you just scroll through. You can see that there's all kinds of different ones, pre-made, fun, 3D, 2D, everything that you might like to use. And so what you do is when you find one that you like, you click on it, click on this cool yellow orange intro template, and it'll open it up, give you some of the author information, the creator. But then what you click on is this open and click clip maker button. And what this will do, this will open the video clip in the 3D environment, where then you can edit it, you can preview it, and then also download it once you've completed your design and intro video. So as you can see right now, it just kind of comes up with this kind of plain 3D environment background, doesn't really show you anything. To preview it, what you do is you come down here, click on the eyeball, oops, and then you click the play button. And then I'll pause that. It'll just keep looping back over and over until you stop it. So that way you can preview it. So you can go through them. You can go, if you don't like this one, you can go back, find another one, keep viewing through them until you find what you like. So for this video though, I'll just say this is the one I want to use. But, you know, I need to change it because as you saw in the clip, the text just had your name. You know, you part of doing this is you're creating brand awareness. You want to create some sort of continuity between your videos and who you are. And so in order to edit these, you can deselect the eyeball like I had done, and it brings it back to the 3D environment. Now, if you come over to this left toolbar, you can click the three lines here and it'll open it up, or you don't need to, but the project, that is just the top level here. This will give you this menu. So you can create a new project if you want. If you've been working on your own already, you can reload them, save them, whatever you want to do. If you want to even upload it and donate it to the creation library, you can do that. So I'll open this up again. So then you have your basics. This is like your video resolution. You can select what you want for your resolution. Most of them default to 1080p, where this one was. And then the other most popular would be the 720p. Those are the two most popular resolution settings. I wouldn't suggest going below 720. It'll just get too grainy and too low resolution. And then above 1080, you know, you could definitely do that, but you're getting into much larger file sizes. And if you're doing a lot of videos and you know specifically what resolution you're recording in, it'd be best to just match it to whatever that resolution is. For me, I typically just keep it at the 1080p frame rate. That's how many frames per second for these clips. 30, 15 to 30 is generally fine. Again, I don't really mess with that. And then the length, this is the maximum length of this clip, 10 seconds. So if you wanted to change this and reduce it to say 5 seconds, you just enter it in, hit enter, and that'll reduce the clip to 5 seconds. If you didn't like it that short, you can always go back up and it'll take it back to the original state. Something to keep in mind, there is no undo button with this. So if you totally get it messed up enough, just close out of it, don't save anything, and then reopen it, and then you start fresh again. So just something to keep in mind. Then you have this scenery menu. Again, I don't really mess with this. Some of these, they're preset, and so I just leave them like that. What you're really going to use is this objects menu. So in these objects, so you have your group HDRI, which includes a shape, a sphere. So that's controlling one of these spheres that's in the video. You have your lighting that adds the different lighting. And if you scroll down, now you have your group main. So if I select that, you can see some wiring coming up in the 3D elements. And then group text. This will probably be the main field that you're going to edit. So in here you can see there's this text menu and there's 2 text items. So for these 2 text items, you're going to want to change them to whatever your name is, your brand, your personal name, your company, whatever you're doing. But you're going to want to make sure you switch both of them to the identical same. So I'll come down here and I'll highlight your name, and I'll just put in my name. And I'll try to be fancy and do no space. And I'll hit enter. And I'll go to the next one and I'll type it in the space the exact same. Not Neste, it's Nate. Enter. So now you can see they're the same. And what I'll come down here do now, and I'll preview it again, I'll hit the eyeball, hit the play button, and there you can see it. There's my name. So you can see it's that easy for switching out the text. Now if you want to change the size, like, my name there was pretty long. So what I can come down here is in the height, I can change that, and let's drop it to 15. Hit enter, but remember you gotta switch it for both. So I'll go back to the next text, come down to height, change that to 15, enter. Now this is still selected, so all I'll have to do is hit play. And so now that looks a little bit better. My name's not as long, as big. So that's good. That was a good choice. And then because it's a 3D environment, the thickness, this thickness is how deep your lettering is. So let's see if I can get to the name here. So you can see how deep this 3D element is. So if I come in here and let's change this, let's go 5. So that was the top one. We'll switch this other one. So this thickness was a little different, but you can see how that shortened that up, right? So you can play with the thickness that way and really sort of get in and start customizing the sizing of your brand or name or whatever it is you're doing. And then if you want to change the positioning, if you don't like how it's positioned, you turn off the eyeball, deselect it, so you're in this wireframe part. And if you want to move it on the frames, you have this 3-axis arrows here, right? So if you grab the center here, you can now move this element. So I'm selected on this element, and so that's controlling this element. So I can move this element wherever I want. You know, if I want to move both of them, then what you would want to do is then copy these position points, and then when you select on the other one, you would enter those positions in here, and it's the same thing. You just click on them, type in the number. I don't know what that number was. I didn't pay attention. Hit enter, and it'll move it around. So, and to go back with the positioning, I'll just hit 0. I'm going to come back to this one, and I'll do 0, enter, 0, enter, 0, enter. So that takes it back to where it started. So then, you can go through these objects and edit them if you want. It gets pretty technical the more editing you do. But say you get to a point where you like it. So let's look at this. I'll play again, and yeah, looks good enough. I like how the visually looks there. So let's go back over to this left sidebar. So FX, that's your special effects. You have your camera, animation, and then your audio. Most of the time I just leave the audio as is because the author has usually done a good job of pairing it up. But you can always add or change your audio file if you have your own. So that's something that you could do as well. But so once you get it completed to where you want it, all you need to do then is click this download button. The mode, it'll give you a few options. It defaults to balanced. I typically leave it at balanced. You could go to good quality. I would typically stay away from extreme quality or fastest render. When you get on those two, you start to lose some of the video in one way or another. So I've always just liked balance. It'll give you two formats you can choose from, MKV or WebM. I usually just go with the MKV, and then you select start video render. I'll allow that, and then typically it takes about a minute or two for it to render. Once the video is done rendering, it'll give you an option to download the video. And then you just download the video to your computer, and then it's yours. That's all it is. That's all you need to do. So with that is a quick, easy run through on how you can create a free intro video for your brand or your company or your personal, whatever you're working on. You can create your own intro video and outro videos with this great software program. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like my video. Also, subscribe to my channel. I'll be providing more how-to videos on how you can help use certain tools to improve and create your brand or company, as well as other great content on ways that you can improve your income and also financial freedom in your life. So again, subscribe below, and if you have any comments, please leave them below. I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can. With that, I say thanks and cheers.